Hey, we're Michael and Holliff.
And this is our girl, Kana.
Whoop. If you're new around here, we've been traveling full-time in our van for the past 2 years. And after experiencing beautiful Arcosanti, Arizona, a place like no other with our van life community called KIFT, we continue on with our journey north towards the beautiful city of Sedona.
Well, good morning from Sedona, Arizona, the Red Rock country.
Yeah, this place has amazing, beautiful red rock formations and amazing hikes in something called vortexes.
So there are at least 4 known vortexes here in Sedona, and they are Boynton Canyon, Bell Rock, Cathedral Rock, and Airport Mesa.
And we are going to go out and try to find all of them and maybe experience some of the healing properties, or just a beautiful hike.
So, what is actually a vortex? A vortex is thought to be a swirl of energy that comes from the earth that many people believe has the power to heal, to energize, and to inspire.
And that's why so many people come to Sedona, to experience the healing properties of the vortexes or just to enjoy a beautiful hike. We started exploring the vortexes here at Boynton Canyon. At the actual trailhead there is parking, but it's very, very limited, so most people just end up parking out here on the streets like this, and this is a Monday, so if it's like this on a Monday, I'd avoid the weekends. But we've only got a short walk to the trailhead, so that's all right.
So ideally we will be here like much earlier than whatever now, like 9:30, something like that, but just simply couldn't make it this morning. And we love all these Sedona trails because pets are welcome as long as they're on leash, and as a result, Kana can always join us. What do you think of the trail so far?
That's beautiful. These rocks are really striking. You can't even capture how amazing it is on camera. I bet you these are some of the most expensive houses in Arizona. Look at that one over there, just right above the butte, and these ones over here.
They're mansions.
Yeah.
In one of the most beautiful spots here.
I think this is one of the most beautiful spots in the whole country.
You know, visiting places like this, I wish I knew more about rocks or pay extra attention on geology class back in college. Do you know much about rocks and geology?
I know these are canyons and they're red. I do know a little bit about geology, but probably enough to explain this. Erosion over millions and millions of years.
It's pretty interesting though.
Yeah, come here, Con.
Come here. Drink up some water. Oh, refreshing water in the middle of the desert. Maybe it's not desert.
Oh, it's desert. All of Arizona is desert.
It's so lush green though. So this is the typical trail condition that we are walking in today. It's definitely not an ADA approved trail. Other than the vortex itself, we are very interested to check out the subway cave, which is the landmark here in the canyon. Therefore, we take a little detour. I just love hearing that wind brushing through the canyon. It is peaceful. Being so accustomed in the desert, we don't really often see a lot of greens, but this whole area is completely lush. I mean, we're like forest, essentially.
Snack time. I had to pull the banana away from Holliff because he was peeling it wrong.
No, you pull it from the others.
No, you don't. You do it this way. That way you don't have to bite into it or do anything to it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's all I want.
All right.
Because Holliff over-ripens his bananas for me.
Yes, yum.
We are about 30 minutes away from the end of the Boynton Canyon Trail. Quite a while back, some guy told us it's 27 minutes to the subway cave. So we kept walking and walking and walking. So we figured we must have forgotten or missed the turn to the subway cave.
Okay, I guess there are some dogs up there. Alright, I don't know plan A or B, but we already gone this far. We have to go inside the subway cave itself. It looks like some kind of like a narrow stair that's very steep. So hopefully Kana will be able to make it.
And if you encounter somebody
take a dog.
One just went up by itself, like literally walked up by itself.
I don't know. I don't know about if it can be done with her. I don't trust myself up there, so.
V1. This is just V1, Michael. V3, okay. But even look this way, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean, you
it
can actually already see it. Wish me luck.
Dude, you gotta come up here.
No,
Seriously, come on.
I promise you.
He doesn't want to.
Yeah, no, this is fine. I'm just like, I don't like the heights part.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna walk around it.
Definitely not ADA approved handicap accessible.
Not at all.
No.
I know what to do. Come here, Connor.
I'll
give her a nudge.
Come on, Kana.
Good girl.
Oh, good girl, Kana. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my goodness, Kana. Good girl. Good job climbing up. Wonder how many people fell down here before.
I don't know, but that's a lot easier looking than it actually is. We are at Subway Cave. We just had to climb up over the worst ramp to get up here, and Connor made it, and I made it, Halif made it. Now we just got to figure out how we're getting down. The view here is spectacular. Isn't it great?
Well, like asterisks without injuring ourselves.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, hopefully, we don't have any medical bills at the end of the day today. That could throw a wrench in a few things, so we're gonna be very careful getting down. Right?
Why do you think it's called Subway Cave?
I don't know.
I think it's because it looks like a subway tunnel. Do you think?
Maybe. Yeah.
That's my assumption. Maybe it used to be a Subway restaurant here.
Maybe.
Oh, another puppy up here. That's good job.
All right, I'm gonna go out to the edge here and see how that looks around the edge.
Okay, don't fall. Stay here, Kana. Stay. Let's chill here a little bit.
Don't let Mom watch this video.
Oh yeah. Don't watch this, Mom.
We're gonna go all the way out and around there. It looks dangerous, but it's not. You just gotta slow. We gotta keep her from doing anything dumb, which is an almost impossible task. This is what happens if we fall, so we gotta be real careful. Just shoot the camera over there. Like, there's no room for errors here. No. All right, did it. And the dog didn't drag me over a cliff.
Yes, that's always a good thing.
Good girl. Yeah, good girl. You did it.
This is amazing view. Holy
I think
moly.
the reason they don't mark this trail is because they probably really don't want people up here.
And along the way, there's some petroglyphs. I assume from the native tribe that lived here before. And some idiots who tried to deface it. I mean, seriously, guys. So this is the penthouse of the native tribe house.
Yes, they did a really fantastic job on finding all their subway stone, or not their subway stone, their paving stones. Build a nice little shelter.
$1 million view.
Oh God. I mean, I'll say it 100 times. It's the most beautiful views in the United States, I think. Here.
You stay here, Kana?
Would you live here? Would you stay here, Connor? Yeah, this is a good house. Yes.
This is absolutely beautiful. You feel just so small in the midst of this and fairly insignificant. Okay, we are on our way to the actual Boynton Canyon vortex, and this is just slightly outside the regular path. But supposedly the vortex is like a spiral right behind me, and hopefully we can feel some energy going on and we'll be able to explain it to you. But to get there, it's definitely an elevation gain. Hiking up. Oh, this is the vortex? Oh! Do you feel energized?
I just that walk up. Woo! That was a lot.
This is it, guys. This is the vortex. So I'm currently sitting in the middle of the vortex, and I'm not a very spiritual person. As a lot of people say, it's a good vibe to be up here. It's awesome.
When I woke up this morning, I did not want to do a hike, and just to come here and see that and get up close to it and walk around on the edges of it was absolutely amazing. I've been to Sedona before, but I've never been this close to any of this stuff, and I guess they're gonna have to call it a day. We really don't want to. We have to go meet up with some of our KIFT friends, and we're gonna go find a BLM spot. And Kanna's whining, she's ready to go. So bye.
Bye, vortex.
Oh man, I am
You
vortex.
feel energized?
I feel energized and vortexed out.
Just in case you wonder, we are still traveling with the KIFT group because we are such a community.
There's a lot of pressure on the throw.
Oh yes.
And then I had like a spin.
Oh! But this is where we park for the night. This is a BLM land, obviously it's a public land, and we managed to find a really secluded spot just for us. This is such a beautiful area, and we're so excited to be here in Sedona.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Beat the crap out of the stump, Hollow.
Oh!
It's just simply a beautiful sunrise. Sedona is really beautiful.
We're going to continue on with our Vortex journey today. It is 7:40 right now, so we're going to go into town and find some fancy 5G internet and maybe something to eat. Shit. Right here.
Oh yes. Woohoo! Parking spot.
So we have our America the Beautiful annual pass, and that works for these parking lots. You just leave it up in your windshield with your name pointed out, and we're good.
So we don't have to pay $5 a day for hiking trail.
We're now headed up to Bell Rock. It's one of the Vortexes that we're going to go see, but this is a short one. This is not nearly as long as yesterday's 7 or 8 miles that we went. This is just, I think, less than a mile. So we're going to head out there now and check out the Vortexes.
And we are so lucky to get here in time because this is only like 8, not even 8:30 yet, and it's already filled up. It's a popular trail for sure, and we snagged one of the last spots here in the parking lot. So Bell Rock climb.
And it's a good thing we don't have e-bikes. Although I do want an e-bike, so we'll get e-bikes eventually, I'm sure.
Is that a Bell Rock then? So one looks like a bell.
Probably.
It reminds me of the you know, Southeast Asian temples. Looks like.
Oh yeah, some of the big Thai temples, especially.
I see people way up there.
Yeah, I know.
That's where the vortex is.
Is it?
I assume so.
If we get caught up in the vortex, will it throw us off the cliff?
It kind of delivers us back to the parking lot.
Oh, good.
Well, at least half of the trail is going downhill.
Yep. Even if you think the whole idea of vortexes or vortices is kind of bunk, this is still a pretty magical place to come to. You just feel better. Even if all that stuff doesn't work, you still feel better just being here, because every time you go around a turn, you see one of these beautiful views here of Sedona.
I'm not sure Kana can get up.
She can get up that. Look at the view behind us. Holy crap.
No words for this.
No, you have to come here. You really do. I mean, we love doing vlogs and everything like that, but sometimes you just need to be in the place to really feel what it feels like. I wonder what do they call those down here. I know up in Canada, we would look at something like that. It's usually in the shape of a person, like rock, 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 longer rock arms, smaller rock heads, kind of thing like that. The Inuit call them Inukshuks. They used to build them back in the ancient times and probably still do today. The only meaning of an Inukshuk is we were here, right? So if you see one, you know humans were there.
That's cool.
I don't know which one is highlighting which, but all this red rock or the green forest like contrast with each other so nicely that it just brings out each other's colors. So like all this green down there is just amazing.
We've been trying to find the actual vortex for this Bell Rock. According to Google Map,
I think where you are is where it is, Hollis.
yep, it's not really easy to find. Maybe just kind of like the area surrounding it is kind of the actual vortex instead of just one single point. Definitely feel really happy now. I feel really good to be up here. So that might be it. Since I'm a visual person and we couldn't find any actual circle of the vortex, we're gonna build it ourselves. So let's build a circle. There you go, we have our circle. Okay, Michael, step on the circle and see what you think or any thoughts.
It's windy.
Yeah.
Does a vortex cause like lactic acid build up in your legs? Because that's what I feel like right now.
Okay, that's a negative vortex.
It's a negative vortex. It's the lactic acid buildup from climbing up here.
Oh, it's actually tilted down.
So I've been reading a little bit about these vortexes, and apparently Sedona is one big vortex. Personally, I'm not into that type of thing, but the way I look at it is if it makes someone feel better to come up and do that, they should do it.
All right, now how to get down with Kana.
Well, Kana can get down easier than both of us. The problem is you got to keep her on a leash and she can pull you. I do not want to be pulled down over these. I watch myself a little more these days than I did when I was in my 20s. Come here, good girl, come on. Come on, right here, right here, right here, right here. Okay, there you go. Can you get there? Can you do it? There you go. Good girl.
All right. Good news and bad news. Good news is that we are at the next vortex, which is the Cathedral Rock, whatever that is. All right, anyway, we are at the Cathedral Rock, so that's gonna be our next vortex. But the bad news is that, multiple bad news is that, number one, we just found out that there's no such thing as the Trailhead parking, so we have to figure something out at the very last minute.
So yeah, if you guys want, you guys could drop off at the shuttle parking lot.
And we have to figure out how to shuttle it. So long story short, Michael and Kana kept going to the shuttle parking lot, and I'm about to go to the vortex itself. And another bad news is that Michael has my phone because I left it in the van. Man, I don't know what to do, but I guess we're gonna hike and maybe borrow someone's phone. All right, let's go for a hike. And I assume that's a Cathedral Rock, which looks like a cathedral, I guess. It shouldn't be a long distance to get to the vortex or the top itself, but it's gonna be about 700 feet elevation gain. Therefore, even though dogs are allowed to be on the trail, it's highly recommended that you're not taking your pups with you. It is probably the windiest place of all vortexes we've been so far. I guess maybe the energy gets sucked right into this vortex, so we're gonna find out soon. But there's where the fun begins. It seems like everybody had to climb up pretty steeply all the way to the top with their hands and knees. All right, here we go, guys. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. So the more we visited these vortexes, the more I understand that the whole monument is actually the vortex. So there's not a particular point, whatnot. But again, I'm a visual person, so I need basically a circle that I will create right now for my own vortex. And I'm gonna make it right here. And I got my own vortex. All right. It's a little bit small than the vortexes I'm used to. Well, it's not like I've done a lot, but this is my own vortex, and I'm gonna self-healing and meditate, try to feel the energy of this place. Life is good, guys. Life is good. Be grateful with what you have. It is worth mentioning also that a lot of people believe all different vortexes have a different healing power, and in this particular vortex I felt very open and forgiving. Believe it or not, that's how I feel. The next batch of people from the shuttle bus has arrived, so I'm gonna climb back down and call it for the day. That's traffic.
It's a lot of traffic, but they only have one lane here, and it is lunchtime, so. And it's Sedona. Weekends would probably be, I would imagine the locals leave here on the weekends.
All right, Michael's gonna be the creeper because we found out a Galleria they're gonna park next to.
Oh, theirs is nicer.
They're newer.
Yeah.
Lastly, we are at the Sedona Airport, and the airport view itself is just absolutely stunning, so we're gonna check that out. But since our theme is to check out vortexes, from what we read, the airport Mesa is where the vortex is, so we're gonna head out to like a mile hike, easy breezy, but we're just gonna enjoy the day here in Sedona. Okay, so that's Airport Mesa. That's where the vortex is, and I get sucked right into it. Let's go to the summit. Do you remember when I told you that Cathedral Rock is the windiest place of the vortexes, maybe? No, apparently it is here in the Airport Mesa. It's so windy up here too. But the energy is great, definitely. If you make it up here, definitely have to make it to the summit. Just surrounded by beauty. I mean, you can see the whole city of Sedona down below, just surrounded by all these majestic monumental rocks. Glad we did these hikes. Yep, you know it, I gotta build my circle. My circle here is even smaller than Cathedral Rock, but I have it. So basically I only fit my butt in it, but anyway, so far it's peaceful. You can hear the hustling and bustling city down below, but this is definitely a special place.
Even if vortexes and mysticism aren't your thing, just doing these 4 vortex hikes are going to bring you to some of the most beautiful views probably on the planet. You look like you're on another world here. So come to Sedona and do the vortex trails. If nothing else, you get 4 really good hikes and 3 really good hikes and 1 really long one, and every one of them is worth it.
And that's all 4 vortexes here in Sedona.
Yeah, when you come to Sedona, you're just going to feel energized anyway. As soon as you round that turn and see the town and all the rock formations around it, it's little wonder that there are vortexes everywhere.
Next, we're gonna go up to Zion National Park in Utah.
So do we have to do that today? Because that's a 6-hour drive. We're breaking that up into a couple of days at least, right?
Yep, but it's different states, so we're so excited for our journey to continue.
And another very beautiful state. We really enjoyed making this video. We hope you did too. Give it a like, and thanks for watching. We're going this way. Come on. And we have to be careful. That's right. It's not really all right, but throwing rocks down a mountain